Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the making of album number 5. We're one song away from being finished now. The mixing and mastering is currently in progress. Owen's done a great job of that so far. We're on version 3 of the masters, which should be the final one now. It's possibly one of the most, arguably one of the most tricky bits of the album process, because I've been listening to the songs now for maybe 2 years or more in terms of like the songs being written, performing them, doing demos for them, going into the studio with them, lived with them for a long time now, and now you're at the stage where you're making the final decisions on how those songs are going to sound on the finished album and set in stone to some extent. So what's happened is Owen mixes and masters the tracks, he sends them over, we have a listen. Any feedback then goes off to Owen, and then he makes tweaks, and then he sends them back again. So each time he does that, he mix and masters. I make a CD, put it onto my phone so I can listen to it while I'm walking around. I try and make notes the first time I've listened to it, so I've kind of got one clear listen. So the first time I ever listen to it, I'll kind of sit down, concentrate, put a Word document in front of me, and just write my notes very quickly on the first listen. And then once I've done that, kind of put that away, and then go around and listen to it on earphones, in the car, whatever, just trying to see what I think of it and try and be as objective as I possibly can at this stage. Maybe force other people to listen to it now and again to see if they kind of have any opinions on stuff. So that being said, I'll just walk you through what we've been doing, how the mixes and mastering's kind of been going on, and play some demos. So let's have a look at the computer, shall we? So this is the kind of stuff that I'll make notes on. So you've got version 1, I got the masters for. BBS, main vocals are a little low, maybe a little bit more treble needed too. Again, it's quite hard for me to know if these are the right words. Sometimes I feel like I should just say what I think rather than giving ideas of how to correct something, because I don't really know a lot of the time. But I just say, oh, the vocals don't seem quite right to me, or something doesn't sit properly. It's probably a better way of saying something to Owen, because if I say put the EQ in a certain way or add more reverb, then it's like I might be wrong in the thing. I rather should really give him the thing that I want to achieve rather than the solution. To someone who knows better than I do. Right, so main vocals a little low in comparison to the music when the R's come in. 10%. Not sure about the female vocals. Pizzicato not there. Pizzicato was muted by mistake. It is now unmuted. It was unmuted in version 2. The backing vocals. I'll show you an example of something that's tweaked between version 1 and version 2 to give you some idea. So version 1 of 10%. I wanted on the verses to do a back and forth with the female backing vocals. So the idea is I would say a line, the female backing vocals would say a line, and it would go back and forth. But it sounded a little bit too jarring, so we tweaked that. So I'll show you the first version from version 1.
10% of nothing is nothing. So you can have it all if you want. It means nothing without you. But it meant less before.
So you go, we're going back and forth. I sing a line, she sings a line, and we go back and forth like that. Then I said, oh, how about we tweak it slightly? So Owen did it so that my vocals are constant, but she still comes in on every other line, which for me worked a bit better. I preferred that. So here's version 2.
It means nothing without you. But it meant less before. And all the things you own are slowly owning you.
And then both of us together, obviously on the chorus.
And all the dreams you had are sliding out of you. You know the cost.
So that's 10%. Let's have a look at some other exciting tweaks that were made. At this point, that's probably the main one that you can kind of hear the difference. The rest of it is so subtle. It's almost like sometimes I question, was it even worth making the tweak? Because most people aren't even going to notice these things. It's just maybe me and maybe a couple of other people that might notice these little tiny things. Difference between version 1 and 2. Not right now. Background box, sometimes a bit short. So that was just, again, a little thing with the backing vocals. So just a little tweak to one of those. Dun, 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 dun. What else have we got here? So your tweaks. So then version 2 came out, and again, very, it's like I didn't think the vocal sat quite right on These Feelings Weigh a Ton. What else? So it's literally, I think when we got to version 2, there's only like 3 tracks that I had feedback on at this point. That's what you want, really, isn't it? You want to kind of go, here's version 1, a few things. Version 2, less things. Version 3, in this case, so far, no things. So version 3 will be the ultimate, and that's what you'll get if you buy the album when it comes out or listen to it on a streaming service. Let's have a look. These Feelings Weigh a Ton. There was a funny noise I noticed. It was so minor, I could just barely hear. I don't think it was. It could have even been part of my imagination. 53%. 53 seconds in, I heard a weird noise. Main vocal sounds slightly buried in the chorus. And then, yeah, backing vocals not right now. So, I'll play you another demo. Here we go. This is These Feelings Weigh a Ton. I'll play you version 1 and 2. See if you can notice any difference. Here we go. Where's version 1? Here we go. That's version 1. Version 2. See if you can hear any differences. Version 2, Feelings Weigh a Ton.
These feelings weigh a ton. These feelings weigh a ton, and I'm not where I'm supposed to be. These feelings weigh a ton, and I'm not the man I'm meant to be. So hold on tight, don't let me go. I'll drag you down, swallow you.
Check out those strings. They're good strings, aren't they? Owen did that using the BBC string library. I can't tell the difference between that and real strings. Maybe some people will be able to, but does it even matter? Synth strings are good sometimes. Sometimes real strings are good. Are they real strings? Are they synth strings? They're sampled, but they're sampled from real strings. Sounds good to me.
I'll walk you to your door to gain your trust and sympathy.
Let's have a little listen to one more. So this is not right now. This is a very. So it's like one of those things where I don't think many people would hear it, but I can kind of hear it a little bit. I feel like one of the vocals should be a little bit longer. So where the backing vocal says, "You've got some place to be," I feel like it just be slightly longer on the word should be elongated slightly. So it goes, "You've got some place to be," not "You've got some place to be." Like it's a little bit. The words sound a little bit too short. See what you think. Let me know if you agree in the comments. Another YouTube cliches.
Place to be. You made arrivals just in time. You're looking.
So there you go. That's what we're up to at the moment. Very close to having everything done. At which point, if you're on the Patreon, then you'll get a digital copy straight away as soon as it's done. Then it will be figuring out getting the CD pressed and all that kind of stuff as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in another episode where we'll be doing more post-album admin.